As we know, one of the things that Hashem wants from us is that we pass on the tradition to the next generation. That's how Judaism survives. That's how it's always been, and it appears that's the way it's always going to be. The story that I'll share with you tonight is one of divine providence. In Hebrew they talk about hashgacha pratit. There are many things which the Jewish people have lost over the millennia. One of the major things being obviously the Beis HaMikdash and prophecy. So, prophecy was basically a direct telephone line to God. So you would know exactly what God wanted of you in no uncertain terms. But when that was lost, we went into a period of what we call Hester Panim, went into a period of the hiddenness of Hashem's face and confusion as to how to fix up what has gone wrong over the generations. But I'd like to say that, be that as it may, we still have a certain keli, a certain instrument by which Hashem communicates to us. And that is what we call, in Lashon HaKodesh, we call that midah keneged midah, measure for measure. The way that we interact with Hashem is the way that He interacts with us. If we are not serious about Hashem, and then it's as if it were that He is not serious about us, and great confusion is the result. At the end of the talk, I will allocate some time for questions that you may want to ask. Being born as a prince in the royal Kingdom of Swaziland, I suppose you could say that I had the things that many people long for: wealth, honor, servants. And it would appear that many people spend a great deal of time trying to acquire the above things. And I thought to myself, well, I have these things, but I don't feel as if I've really accomplished anything. I thought, is this all there is to life? You mean that a person is here just to pass time, and then after 120 years he leaves this world without anything to show for it? So I thought to myself, I said, there has to be some greater reason for our being here. And this is the story that I'm about to tell you. As a child, I would say I was a pretty melancholy soul. And one of the reasons, in fact, I would think the main reason for that was that I felt that what I was looking for and what I was yearning for was way above anything that this world could offer. And so I felt, if that be the case, what makes life worth living? What gives it value? What gives it substance? I wanted to know the real reason as to why we came into the world. What did we come to do? There is a verse that we say in Ashrei, in the davening, in our prayers. We say, Karov Hashem lechol korav. Hashem is close to all those that call upon Him. Lechol asher yikra'uhu be'emet. All those that call upon Him in truth. Those that call upon Hashem in truth. It's easy to cry out to Hashem because a person's got service, difficult life. But it's not so easy to call out in truth and want to establish a relationship of closeness and truthfulness with Hashem. But if we do, Hashem promises that He is close to us if we reach out and call out to Him in truth. It took quite a long time for me to arrive at the portals of Judaism. One of the reasons being that I wasn't looking for any kind of established religion. I was simply looking for truth. I just wanted to know what was going on in very sort of universalistic terms. But slowly but surely, I saw that the Yad Hashem was guiding me to where I am today. I studied, amongst other places, at Wits University in Johannesburg. I was a language major, studied French, German, and Italian. And one day I found myself in a pretty boring Italian class, Italian literature class. So what do people do when they're bored? They've got either schloff, or they start looking around at what other people are up to. And I picked the second option. I looked around myself, and I saw that there was someone who was feverishly scribbling, sitting at my right hand. I thought, what could he be writing about? There's not much that the lecturer is saying. And then I took a closer look, and I saw that he was writing from right to left in a script that I didn't understand. And I asked myself, I said, what's he doing? After the class, I went up to him and I said, tell me, what were you doing over there? And he said, I was doing my Hebrew homework. I said, Hebrew homework? I also want to study Hebrew. Just like that. Who would have thought that from being bored in an Italian class and this apparently chance occurrence of seeing somebody writing in Hebrew would change the whole course of my life. So off I went to the Hebrew department at Wits University. Now, in those days, there weren't too many black people studying Hebrew. Let's put it that way. I think I was the first black person and non-Jew, and probably the last one to ever study Hebrew there.